All right, we're good.
Okay, so I am Nathan's teacher, and over a period of 3 months, I have documented 4 reading interventions with significant progress in his reading achievement. Yet Nathan remains 1 grade level behind. He is all. I'm just concerned that his short attention and distractibility during reading have contributed to lower academic achievement.
All right, and I'm the special education teacher here for his school. Um, so we can work together to come up with some goals for him. What are some strengths you have seen with Nathan?
So in the basic concerns of reading, um, he he does really well with reading books that are below his level, which is really great. Um, let's see. I'm just looking at my notes here. So it says I've recorded that he appears enjoying reading when he has the chance and can finish books with his skill level. He responds positively to 4 reading interventions and is an enthusiastic learner in the classroom, and he focuses well when assigned a task.
All right, that's good that he's actually likes reading. That's a good start for us. His parents have, when I've talked to his parents, they are concerned that he's still reading a grade level behind even after the interventions. They're really concerned that if it's not addressed now, the gap's just going to keep growing unless we intervene more through special education services. They don't want him to fall behind in school because he does like going to school. He likes learning. Um, they tell me he comes home excited to talk about what he's done at school. And they're concerned that even now he won't be able to keep up with what's being taught if this is not addressed. So his reading, he tested under the 15th percentile. So this might affect his spell, or his reading was really slow when he got tested, and this affected his comprehension. So it's affecting his reading ability, is affecting like overall anything involving reading. So word recognition, spelling, any comprehension needed. So I think it's important that we try and address this now.
Right. Let's go ahead.
Yeah, let's make some goals.
Yeah. I was just going to say he needs to increase his reading level, word recognition, and comprehension. Let's see, because he can read a passage 31 words per minute or less, and less than 5 errors with limited comprehension. So what would be a good goal, do you think, that he could reach?
So I think starting with a baseline of there, I think with the special education services and some intense methods and stuff, we can get them up to the benchmark by the end of the year. So for 3rd grade, that'd be 107 words correct per minute on a grade level passage. I think we should aim for less than 3 errors, and then for the comprehension, I think we should have them just answer about 5 questions correctly. I think that will address all of his reading needs right now.
Perfect. And then along with that, I think we should schedule this weekly so that we can observe that assessment.
Yeah, so I think, we definitely should assess him at least weekly. We also need to be working with him more than that, but the assessment should happen weekly. I agree.
Okay, perfect. The next area is math.
All right. So you were telling me that he's pretty competent in math. I looked at his test scores. He's in the high range overall. What strengths do you see for him?
So Nathan can do single and double digit addition and subtraction with regrouping and borrowing with limited assistance. He enjoys doing math and asks for assistance when needed, and he is very attentive and can apply his knowledge to simple story problems.
Have his parents voiced any concerns about his math skills?
His parents are concerned that if his reading abilities do not progress, that it will affect his enjoyment of math. when it comes to story problems, because story problems tend to be more complex.
Okay.
And they want Nathan to be able to comprehend and solve them independently.
Okay, so this is kind of reading mixed with math. So let's make a goal for his math with that. So I think the need is for him to be able to solve more complex math story problems so that it improves his math skills and also works on his reading skills in that subject area.
Right, and if he enjoys math, then if we put some reading in there, maybe that will help.
I agree for sure. So given the simple story problems, it says, my notes say that he can solve them correctly 100% of the time. So that's really good for the simple story problems. What do you think a good goal for him would be?
Let's say given a complex grade level story problem, he will correctly solve a problem 4 out of 5 opportunities.
That sounds good to me. That'll be good to get him reading some in math too.
Okay, perfect.
And then data collection for that will be work samples, and then you can observe him in the classroom as he works on them as well.
Right, and I think I'll observe on a daily basis, but I won't record it until it's been weekly. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect.
All right, the last area is writing, and he is borderline achievement, so that means there probably is room for a lot of growth there.
Right. And some of his strengths is that he can perform better than 9 out of 100 at his level. And he can state what he wants to write, and he has some knowledge of the mechanics of writing.
All right. That's good that he has the thinking going on. So what are his parents' concerns about it then?
His parents are aware that he struggles with spelling and writing, and they know that he struggles writing things out, but has no problem saying what he wants to write. And so they're just concerned that he's not. It's just like with the math thing that he's not going to be able to enjoy anything else, and he's going to get discouraged.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's really important that students be able to write because that's a good way to express themselves. So I think it's important that we can focus on this so he's able to have that outlet.
Exactly, especially because he enjoys expressing himself.
Yeah. Okay, so his student need would be to be able to write out what he wants to express and also words correctly that are like grade level words that should be able to be spelled.
Exactly.
What baseline data do you have on him?
Well, given his grade level writing prompt, he currently can write 3 sentences or less with 50% accuracy in spelling.
Okay, so I think a good goal for us to work towards would be to give him a grade level prompt for something involving writing, and then have him write at least 5 sentences with 90% accuracy in spelling. The 5 sentences will make it a full paragraph, so that will help him more with some of the mechanics of writing and help him organize his ideas. And then the 90% accuracy in spelling will help him be able to spell more words correctly. So
I agree, that works great. And then I can just look at his work samples and record it weekly.
All right, that sounds good. Sounds like a plan. We can knock out some of the details at a later date. We'll have another meeting.
Perfect. Yep.
Thanks for your input and for your participation and your willingness to do all this for Nathan.
No problem. Thanks for meeting with me.
All right.